Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to talk to you today about how I'm not a big fan of Justin Trudeau, Canada's Prime Minister. He did a good thing going to Normandy, France, and going to Juno Beach and honoring the Canadian veterans D-Day. But that's an exception and not the rule with Justin Trudeau and a lot of his policies. Now, when Huawei tried to infiltrate Canada, he did stand by Trump recently, and that was a good thing as well. However, when he doesn't like to use the word mankind, even though if you don't like to use the word mankind, you can say humankind, but he foolishly invented a word that didn't exist called peoplekind, which was pretty ludicrous. Okay, and then also he wants to take in a bunch of Syrian refugees, and some of them have been known to be ISIS sympathizers, but rather, if they sympathize with ISIS or not, that's not going to factor in his decision to take the refugees in, number one. And then number two, he didn't answer how he's going to solve the ISIS problem when he was asked that in an interview. And then he wants to give these refugees a huge allowance. And I understand that Syria has been in civil war and people want to help refugees out, but Canada's in a budget crisis right now, and he's saying the budget will balance itself out. And then, but he wants to put refugees ahead of the Canadian veterans who went to Afghanistan to defend human freedom, and also are fighting ISIS in the Middle East. And Canadian veterans, some Canadian military veterans, have called out Justin Trudeau on that, and it's just ludicrous, and that's one reason. One reason why Bolsonaro refused to shake Justin Trudeau's hand at the G20 summit. And I think Bolsonaro. I mean, I don't know if I would have done that, but I can understand why Bolsonaro did that, because Justin Trudeau's been a nuisance to Canada, and that's why he has such a low approval rating. His approval rating is under 40%. So I can understand why Bolsonaro did what he did, because Trudeau's undermining Canada's national security. In a lot of ways, he's undermining Canada's national sovereignty. Before Huawei got caught basically trying to infiltrate Canada, he said he expressed admiration for the Xi Jinping government. Never mind, that government is basically a dictatorial government. Anyways, hope everybody's doing well. Take care. God bless them. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.